What's going on, guys? We're doing another replay analysis, this time of a Trooper, who is a Challenger 3 player, but him and his teammate have recently gotten to Challenger Elite. He's playing with his teammate Shadow, and he got this replay analyzed through patreon.com/Gibbs00. If you want to replay analyze, head on over there for that $20 tier. They sell out usually pretty quick, but just keep checking back throughout the month, and hopefully you can nab a spot. It's $8 max a month. PS4 and Xbox, you can also do it. Just record a video and send it to me. But this is on PC, so I can actually use the replay file. And let's get right into it. We'll go back all the way to the start with the Trooper and see how he's doing. He thinks their opponents, at least one of them, was a Rising Star, if he remembers correctly. Good face-off here. Just power right through. Keeping control. He goes a little too panicky, though. So this is one thing. Right there, he wins that. This first flip, I'm fine with, because he didn't see where 6 Viox, or whatever his name is, was at first when he flips. Understandable. But this second flip, you know Viox is pretty far away. You don't have to flip again. Just stay right behind the ball, and you'll win 50-50s pretty well. Instead, he jumps again, a little bit panicky. It did still work out for him, barely to the side, but he could have sat behind that ball and done it a lot better. Just a little too panicky on those jumps. I understand that you have no boost, but just drive behind the ball and then jump last second when you know there's a challenge coming in. Right here is a pretty good clear. Ball goes to his side. It's like always a good clear to just go up the wall and then side flip it out. He does it a little too low, though. When you hit it low, what happens is the other team can get that monster clear, like Viox does here. Right after the bounce, he clears it back really high. If he keeps this ball in the air, it probably goes off the back wall, and his teammate has a chance at a shot, or at least a really bad rebound, because Viox has to make an awkward play. So you want to try and keep those higher, but those are really hard to do off the wall to keep the ball really high. Works out, though, because they're just playing a little bit of ping pong. Shadow gets that hit, comes right back to Viox, to Trooper here. But yeah, then he goes for the dribble, clear a bit. He sees he has some open space, puts it on top of his head, maybe does that pop a little too soon, but it looks like he kind of had to at that point. He wasn't in the greatest spot to cut this and go for a better dribble. So he tries to pop it over Viox, not a bad play. Makes Viox have an awkward save and turns into a pretty quality shot for him because Viox had to make this awkward save. Hits it right back to him. He does do the pop over Viox. I like the wall pass. When you don't have an angle, you always want to tap it off the wall a bit. Try and pull the goalie out. Then usually your best bet is to try and squeeze it near post. He didn't really have that opportunity. And it was just a good save by the keep. And then here, Viox making the plays. Right here, Trooper just guesses wrong on this challenge. He thought Viox was going high with it. It kind of looks like he is, but he's actually a little bit further behind the ball. This is just a little unfortunate. Just goes a bit high. Viox wins the 50-50. Trooper knows for sure. That's like, it's a 50-50. It happens sometimes. It's just something to work on. Try and stay a little bit lower. Try and win either way if you need to, but I understand why he went high. It looked like Viox might be going high. Good patience here, and he gets a light tap. I'm not sure if he wanted this light tap, but this is what you want to do. Like, you always want to lightly tap it around one guy so you can keep control for the second guy. Here he has control, but he gives it up right here. Tries for the pass. Viox is actually pretty far back, so it almost works, but he has to get that pass completely parallel or backwards if that's what he's trying to do. He could have just, taken the ball himself. He had more time than he thought. Because right here, he beats the one guy. He's out of the play. Viox turns around for boost. Right here, he sees him, but he just tries to rush it maybe a little too hard. This first hit was a little poor when it goes to his left side. This hit right there, it kind of goes behind him, so he's got to try and put on the brakes, and that makes it a lot harder. So I understand why he's going for the pass. He could have done it a little bit more backwards, though. Make it a little bit better. Instead, it goes forward to Viox and gets the clear. Just a missed opportunity there. It's actually a good play by Viox. He realizes he cannot make this hit, so he leaves it for a teammate. Sometimes it's better just leave the ball. Don't use your boost. Let your teammate come in and get the better shot, which Gagsby did there. And it pulled out Trooper, but Shadow makes the save. And that's what you're going to have to do. Sometimes in twos, it's good to challenge, but then your teammate might be in a 1v2 situation. This play necessarily is probably not the greatest idea. I understand what he's trying for. He's trying for the dunk, but Gagsby is coming from the side. So he's probably not hitting this forward. He's just wasting a lot of boost and wasting a lot of time. Turns into a 2v1 situation again. But Shadow's been cleaning it up pretty well, so maybe he has a lot of faith in his teammate. So it's understandable. And at the same time, you want to have some fun. So if you do get that dunk, it's a lot of fun. So I can see why you would go for it. But generally, you probably don't want to go for something like that. All right, here Shadow kind of makes a misplay. This is a really bad misplay by Shadow. You see him going for it, and then he spins up the wall because he can't get there in time, and now he's completely out of the play. Good play there by Trooper, just trying to attack, trying to not let them have too much time there. And he got up high enough to block it from Viox. This is a decent pass mid. The only thing I would change here is he tries for it. It's not, like it didn't work out, so you leave. But I would probably leave on ball cam just to see where this ball is so you can quickly turn on it. There, he turns way too late. Like, say he keeps ball cam on right here. He would see the hit right about now and then can turn on it after grabbing that first little boost pad. Instead, he flips, and now he tries to turn. It's way too late. And that's an easy play for Gagsby. And now he's just out of position. It worked out because of the mid boost just spawned. So, in a way, we'll say it was planned. It was worth. But you don't want to put yourself out of position for that long. But again, Shadow's been doing pretty well on defense 2v1, so it's working out for him. It's a good play by Gagsby, beating both there. Getting the pretty solid pass. Great shot as well. Let's watch this play again from Gagsby's point of view. First off, just keeping the ball in, but this play I like. One, he gets the bump on Trooper, and then here he's just trying to annoy. He's just trying to do his best to get little touches to annoy the opposing team. Sometimes 50-50s work really well in your favor. It turns into a really good pass to Viox, and Viox makes a fantastic aerial here. He's just waiting mid, gets the pop, jumps, beautiful side flip, and that ball, that's where you always want to aim your shots, is like upper half of the net, and those are really hard to save. Trooper can't really do much about it here, and that's a goal. So it's just bad 50-50 play. Like, it was awkward because Gagsby was doing a lot of small touches. It's hard to beat that sometimes. Sometimes people just outplay you. Good play by Shadow here. Passed to himself almost. Ooh, both of them were cheating left, waiting for Gagsby's hit. Gagsby actually got probably lucky that his hit was so poor. It just turned into no chance for the orange team. Should be a goal. Oh, Viox makes up for his miss. Gets up the wall just in time. Good attack by Shadow, though. And good job by Trooper. He was coming back towards the mid, seeing where that ball is going to land. It was no threat to go into his net, so he doesn't have to be all the way back. He's still kind of cheating up. This is a good hit. And let's see if he finishes it. Nicely done. What I like about this hit the most is he jumps. He doesn't use his flip. This kind of keeps him going where he wants to go, actually, because he's already got enough momentum to put this on net. No need to use a flip unless you want to change the direction of the shot. And then he just follows behind it. Beautifully done. Great shot there. Like, if you can land those consistently, you're going to go places in Rocket League, because those are really hard. Plus, they're really hard to save. Even if there was a goalie, it's hard to save, like if they can't get out to the wall in time. Very nice shot by Trooper. Here, a little unfortunate. He was trying to bring this ball up the wall. This is always dangerous. It's hard to read if the ball is going to hug the wall or come off a bit. This ball comes off the wall just a little bit, goes underneath him. He also turns a little bit to the right of the ball, so that wasn't as planned. But ooh, good save there though. He bumped his teammate a bit, but he did get out for the save. Call it even. Shadow doing something, not sure. Good play here. Just keep the ball in. Just keep wrapping around the corner. See here, he's patient and waiting for the rebound. This is a great play. He has no shot here. He might have a pass, say he charged that, but that's definitely Viox's ball. So he just backs up, waits for him to wrap it around the corner again, and then he can try and throw it off for a pass. But Viox, with the poor touch, actually gets it perfectly centered. And that is why you back up off the corner and don't challenge every single ball on their wall. You would rather back up, see what type of hit the defense gets. Sometimes they set you up perfectly. Right there, Trooper gets set up perfectly and gets the goal. Even did a good shot location going near post, so there was no chance for a save by Gagsby. So good play all around. This I would not flip to. So this play right here, he's got plenty of time. Gagsby's out of the play. Viox is in the air for some reason, and he's going back. So here, I would just tap this ball, and it would move in front of you to the front left. Instead, he flips, and it actually kicks the ball further away from him, and now VX has a better chance at it. It worked out okay because he got the 50, but he could have carried that all the way down the left side of the field. But instead, he has to worry about the 50-50, but he made up for it and made the play. All right, here, he's just being patient. Just wait until, he sees the play unfold, which is smart. Ooh, this is dangerous. At least he gets a little tap. It's still dangerous. So once you see Shadow miss, you can aerial it, if you're confident. Problem is, Shadow's so far out of the play that you're better off trying to throw it to a wall. So he jumps here thinking about going for it, then he realizes he doesn't have the angle, I think. So he side flips. Which actually works out for him, because then he has a chance to hit this ball again. I would just try and attack it to that back wall there. But instead, he does get a little baby touch, and it screws up Viox, which screws up their offensive chance here. Which is all you need to do sometimes. It's just little baby touches when Blue's about to hit it, or the opposing team, and make a play. Alright, so you're just waiting it out, waiting for Shadow's hit, waiting for Viox's hit. Here he attacks really, really well. So if Viox plays this off the bounce, he's kind of screwed, but Viox is pretty close to this ball, and he reads it well. Unless he was just playing up a little too far, but it was still a good read. Problem is, he got a really poor touch here. He just jumped too far in front of this ball. What you want to do here is try and turn under it and then stay on the ground, and you get a really nice pop. Instead, he jumped, and it kind of just, he had to fight it off because he just didn't turn correctly on it. Just a little bit off on that touch, or else, that could have been a shot or just an attack into the other corner. This shot's kind of pointless. I would not fly for this. It does not get in front of the net, so he has zero angle for it. It keeps the ball in, I suppose, but Shadow's already out of the play. It's not generally worth it for that. I would rather sit on the ground and wait for the blue team to panic and fly to it and get the rebound. A little bit of misplay by Shadow, but works out. Trooper stays with it here. Gagsby's a little out of play. Viox got faked out by Shadow, and then good attack here by Trooper. And he's just pushing forward. Gets the really, really nice pass. Ooh, Shadow couldn't finish, though. Just a little bit of a whiff. Just got to kill this ball. That's not the worst kill ever. I mean, it was still a hard angle for Gagsby. I would prefer softer, so it stays closer to the wall. But it wasn't terrible. See if we can win this. Ooh, close. Shadow. Oh, that was close. Shadow with the good save. And the second save. Well done. Shadow's doing really well in defense this entire game. Helping out Trooper a lot here. We're going to overtime. Alright, he should just be going for boost. Just go back for his back corner. Once he sees mid is taken, go for it. Shadow does the iffy play here. So this is the problem. On face-offs, you have to be very, very careful because your other teammate is not going to be back in time. So it's basically a 1v1 at this point. Just going to be super careful of that. Oh, the touch into the middle. He just, he's not confident enough to throw this hard and out. So here, I would just leave the ball. No one's coming to attack you. I would just roll back down, play it along the wall, be very patient with it. You don't have to hurry every single play. There was a little bit of a hurry and turned into a goal. Shadow played really well, though. Trooper played pretty well as well. Had that great double goal right here. Fantastic shot. But just didn't pull it out. Blue team had some really good shots. Viox came up big for them. And they just got to be careful with those passes off the wall. Both teams, actually, on defense, kind of gave passes out to the other team. And that's one thing on defense you have to be really careful about. You always want to pin it along the walls whenever you can. So at least both players have to be involved for the shot. One has to do a great pass, the other has to do a great shot. Especially in twos, because in twos, there's only two players, so they have to use their whole team to make a shot happen. You don't want to just give them one solo play or pass it to the wrong team and let them get a goal by just using one of their players. Always make them work for it. But that'll do it for this replay analysis. Thank you so much, Trooper, for the support on Patreon, and thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time. Later.